think I'm falling over you. I think I'm falling over you.
Hey guys, welcome back to a new video. I know it's been a while. I have been in Egypt, but I'm back now and I'm ready to make some more videos. So today is another podcast episode because I think there's a few bit things to catch up on and let you know about what's going on. So yeah, and if there's any cuts or anything, it's because I don't know if you can hear from my throat. I am dying. So yeah, let's get into it. So, as I mentioned, I've been on holiday. I was on holiday for 2 weeks, and then I've uploaded a recap episode, which I've forgotten which one it was, but it was one of them. And then I had BMX Bingo, I think, which was a new idea, which I think it went quite well. It was really hot that day, but yeah, racing the bus wasn't the best idea, to be honest. That kind of ended the video for me, really. And then I've got my most recent video, which is like a week ago now. Which was my holiday edit, and yeah, I haven't done a holiday edit in a year because I haven't been on holiday, obviously. But yeah, it was quite fun to do an edit again because I haven't done an edit in a while, and I've still got the ongoing rocker edit that's coming out soon. It's almost finished, just got a few more things. Yeah, so I was in Egypt. I don't know if you got that from the title or whatever. But yeah, it was really hot. It didn't drop below like 37 degrees, which is too hot for anything. So I had to stay in the pool the whole time, which is pretty sick. So yeah, that's where I've been 2 weeks, and then I haven't had a video for that 2 weeks, and then I've had like a gap, which I haven't had any videos. So now we're back though. So yeah. So yeah, the next thing that happened when I got back from holiday is I had my second driving test, because in the first driving test I failed, because otherwise I wouldn't be doing a second one. But yeah, I was pretty annoyed when I failed the first time, but then I went on holiday, came back, I passed it last Tuesday, so that's pretty sick. So now I can drive. I only got 3 minors in this one, and I had the same exam on it, which is pretty cool. So yeah, I passed that. I was very happy about that. So now I can drive places when I get my car. And I could drive places and go and ride and film videos, because that's even better, because now there's more locations. It's not just limited to me riding somewhere. So because there's like, I'd say like a 10-mile radius around where I live, where I could ride to, because that's 10 miles away. Except for when we went to Greenwich Park, which was like 15, 16 miles away. But yeah, so yeah, now I've passed my test. I'm gonna be getting a car on Monday, I believe. And yeah, so hope it should. I didn't measure it or anything, but it should fit my race bike, like all my bikes in, not together, individually. So I can take them anywhere. So like the rocker, I've been looking for locations to finish the edit, and now that I can drive there. So that's even better. So you have better locations and everything. So yeah, it's not really limited anymore. So that's pretty good for going to ride bikes. And like the GoPro journeys, I've kind of maxed out where I live and where I've been, where I'm riding. So now I can go somewhere and ride there. So like nearby towns, and ride there and get a new GoPro journey, because I like doing GoPro journeys, because some of them, people in them just like, there's just so many people, or they're in the way, or they're just like, what the hell is this guy doing? But yeah, it's pretty sick. So yeah, it's not really limited anymore, which is pretty good. And any other videos, so like I could go and buy stuff and go and get it, and like bike parts or new old bikes, like tandem, maybe, who knows, and like other bikes and parts and stuff like that. So that's pretty cool. So yeah, so I think that catches me up to today. So now we've just got the BMX season, which is still going on, nearly over. The national series is over. The Brits were last weekend, which I didn't do because I just came back from holiday, and I did my training session so we get back on the Friday, and then on the Tuesday, I went training, and I could really feel that I've been up, because the week before we went, I didn't go, so that's 1 week, and then the 2 weeks on holiday, that's 3 weeks. I did this week, so it's kind of like 3 weeks, 4 weeks, like a month off. and I could really feel that it was a month off because I was dying. I was like breathing so heavy, and oh yeah, it was a lot of effort. But yeah, and then last Tuesday, I had my driving test, and then passed that, and they didn't have any training, so I was like, oh. So this week I'm going training, and yeah, hopefully we're going to get better and better because the national series is over, the Brits are over. Now we've just got all the regionals are over. So there was Nightwood while I was on holiday, which I like the track. It's a very mellow track and like nice and not too big. Well, it's quite a small track actually. It's bigger than Greenwich, I'd say, because most things are bigger than Greenwich. Yeah, it's a really nice track to ride on, and I don't know about race, but I've only raced it, so who knows. Yeah, so that was round 9. So I finished they finished the South Series now, and I finished 10th. So they had a presentation at the Brits. So I don't know if I'm going to get a trophy. I don't know. We'll do what happens. But yeah, I finished 10th overall, which is pretty good. Didn't even do all the rounds. I think I did 7 maybe of the 9 because I didn't do Huys and I didn't do Nightwood. Yeah, because I don't like Huys. And yeah, so got the South BMX Championships coming up, which is at Broomfield, and yeah, it's a weird. I've never been to the track, but it's a weird track. It's got 6 berms, which are like the corners. So like Cycle Park, for example, it's got It's got a straight, a berm, a straight, a berm, a straight, a berm, a straight. So 3 berms and 4 straights. Whereas Broomfield's got 6 berms and 7 straights, I believe. So it's quite a long track, and from my understanding and pictures and videos I've seen, it's quite a mellow start hill as well. So like Peckham or Greenwich, like it's not like Cycle Park where it's like up here and you go down. It's more like there and you just pedal. So, and the gate is on top of the hill. So like the hill's there, it's on top of the hill. So like you'd have to come along here and jump onto the gate. It's all full metal gate, which is horrible as well. So yeah, so that's coming up soon, and then after that I've got the last round of the London series, which I'm doing on Cruiser, which if I've got them, I'll put the results on screen now. I'm first. I think I'd put that on screen in the Cruiser video. I'm first. I'm at the top, which is pretty cool. So, but I still haven't qualified because you have to do 4 or 5, and I did the first round of the other bike, and yada yada yada. That's all different. So yeah, basically I have to do the Brixton round to get a trophy or whatever. So yeah, Brixton is the worst track in the south. I'm putting it out there. That is a thing. Because when I did it last year or the year before, the track, so normal tracks, so like if you're in gate 1, you're on the inside, but you got to come over left anyway because the track always ends. So like Merton, you could probably see it when you're looking down the straight, the track just goes off, and like you have to follow it because otherwise you're going on the grass and you're getting pushed up. So yeah, Brixton's like that, but down the right side, if someone in gate 2 comes out quicker than you, cuts you off, and they push you, you're going down about a 20-foot drop to the last straight, which is it's not ideal, let's say. And then yeah, you've got the first berm, which is like a horrible. It's like the berm that goes around the straights. So, and then you go onto the second straight, and then you're like basically just like jumping through the trees. There's just so much overhang on the trees. The second berm is, if I remember correctly, it's like really tight. So you get into it and you go, it whips you right round. The third straight is the rhythm section, but it's like it's all like just rollers, but it's close together. It's like Huys third straight, and then you're going downhill as the track goes on. By the way, that's how you get to it. That's how it's a 20-foot drop from the first straight down. So like the track goes straight, berm around the outside, straight, berm, straight, berm. So it goes in on itself to give you a visual picture in your head, and then when you go down the third straight, you can actually like feel like it's a hill, like kind of like Olympic Park actually. That was it. That was the recap. Anyway, and then you go into the third berm, and it's basically like a pump track. So it's the tightest berm in the world, and it's quite thin, and that's downhill as well. You get onto the last straight, and no joke, the rollers on the last straight are literally like a foot from each other. So you're just like like going down the last straight, and yeah, you got like a grass bank next to you from the first straight, and yeah, you got no time to do anything. I think there's a little table somewhere in it as well, but it's pretty pointless because it's such a horrible track. Especially, I haven't ridden it on cruiser, which is going to be weird because the bigger wheels, the 4-inch bigger wheels, are gonna be a factor because if the jumps are closer together, and you're taking up more of the jump. It's gonna take it's just gonna be a nightmare. And then after, I don't know if they've improved it, probably not. After the straight, you get to the finish line, but the finish line is like straight after the rollers, and then they've just got like rubble and rocks and stuff beyond it. So you get over the finish line. You can't pedal to the finish line because if you pedal to the finish line, you won't be able to stop before the stones, and you get a flat tire or whatever. So you basically have to go to the finish line, jump off the bike, pick it up, and then go over the stones because it's just horrible. So yeah, I'm really not looking forward to this Brixton race, and then they're gonna have the presentation afterwards, which will be pretty cool. I can add another little trophy up there, hopefully, to my little collection. So that'd be pretty cool. I spoke about that in the first episode of the podcast. So if you want to know about that, all the trophies and stuff, go to that one because yeah, there's a pretty interesting story actually. Well, it's like my whole BMX career kind of. So yeah, I think this is going to be a really short episode of the podcast. I'm really stretching out the podcast line, to be honest. It's just kind of a recap now. It's just an update on what's going on because once I get the car, there'll be a video of that hopefully, showing you around it and whatever. And like, yeah, because I'll be using it to get to places and drive and ride and stuff like that. So yeah, and then yeah, that'll be my next video, I think, or some other. I don't know. Who knows? I don't have a plan. As if you noticed. Another thing with the for my BMX racing. So you might know by the videos or whatever. I'm on the team JW Designs, and we are getting a new kit, so a new jersey next year, and I've already got the previews for it. It looks pretty sick. Yeah, so it'll be a new jersey next year. I think it's kind of like all black and grey, so it won't be like the colourful one I've got this year. But I'll be wearing this one, the one I've got now next year for like training and stuff, like I do now. And then yeah, so that's pretty sick coming up because it will change the way I look when I'm riding now. And I have been thinking about getting some new parts or a new bike, or I'm not sure yet because I don't know what the cruiser race bike situation is going to be next year. So I don't know if I'm going to just like buy a new cruiser, like a nice one, because this one was like the cheapest one I could get that worked, and then next year I just get a proper one because I've liked riding a cruiser this year, or I get a new 20-inch like normal one, and yeah, have it full. Like I would get like the frame colour or whatever, and then all black like everything else, the wheels, the cranks, whatever, because the bike I've got now is the cranks and the stem and the stuff are from when I had the orange S, which that was like 4 years ago or whatever. So yeah, I would get all black like accents, if you say, or parts or hardware, because that would make it look much better. So in terms of other videos that are coming up, I really don't know because I've got like a list of ideas, but it's just like when to do them. Because if I did all the ones I've got, like all the hybrids and stuff in one block, you'd probably get bored of hybrids. And there might be some like car videos, like doing stuff to my car, because you know I'll have one of those by then, because now I can drive. Don't know if I mentioned that. Pretty happy with that. So yeah, the videos are gonna keep coming as hopefully, because I want to grow the channel, because I think we're on like 400 and something subscribers. I try not to look much, just keep making videos. So yeah, I might try hydro dipping again actually, because I want to get like different colours this time than last time when my highest rated video, my highest viewed video, because those colours were mental and the thumbnail looks awesome. But if I get some other, like I get like a rainbow cut, like rainbow or all these different spray paints, it will look much better. And I've had like, it's up there somewhere. I've had like a hydro dipping film where you put it on hot warm water and you spray it with some activator, and it works just the same as when you spray paint on it, on the water. So I want to try that out, because you can actually get patterns of those rather than just like spraying it and kind of working out yourself. You get actual patterns. So guys, I hope that updates you and fills you in what's going on, because now you know. I've been missing for like a month or whatever before the last 2 videos. So yeah, it's pretty sick. So I hope you enjoyed this podcast. If you liked it, then click the like button down below somewhere. And if you're new around here, don't forget to subscribe, because we're on the road to half a thousand, 500, whatever the next 450, 500. We just want to gain them, alright? So click the subscribe button if you're new around here and you like what you see and you are interested in the videos coming up, because there's going to be car videos, so that'd be pretty cool. So thanks for watching this video, guys, and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye!